sun will be down again in 7 days. So I'm on the way again, going north through the Arctic, up through Swedish Lapland. And the weather is quite a lot better today. It's been some nasty rain weather. Just gonna pass Buddhas National Park here now. I think I'm gonna try to get my drone up outside the park. I think the road is basically the national park border. So I'm gonna fly my drone out on the other side of the road. arriving in the little mining town of Gällivare, or however it's pronounced, Swedish. Usually stop for food here, but pretty much stocked up now, so I'm just gonna pass through. So if you're wondering why I'm driving up through Sweden to get to the polar circle and to get further north, it's basically because it is much better roads through Sweden. You can drive much faster, and they're straight, and good way to get north pretty fast. Also, they have cheaper diesel and gas, and they have better groceries. I always enjoy driving through Sweden, even though it can be a little bit boring with all the forest. There's something about it that kind of touches my heart. I've turned off going north on the E45 towards Karesuando. Gonna cross into Finland and stay there for the night, I think, and then it's just a little bit of driving through Finland, a couple of hours, then I'll be in Norway again, quite far north, and gonna head all the way to the east and north this time. Show you a new place that is really epic. I've been there once before I got a van, and it is pretty cool. Still in Lapland in northern Sweden and heading towards Finland. across the border to Finland pretty soon. Just a few more minutes now. Then I'm gonna find a place to camp as soon as I get into Finland, I think. Gonna see if I can find those Finnish alcohol-free IPAs that I really liked from my winter tour. Well, in Finland it rains too, and not really any stores here because everything is probably so much cheaper in Sweden. So, yeah, got a few kilometers to the first camp spot I was looking at. It's gonna be a bad mosquito situation. This road here is known as the Northern Lights route, and it goes through Sweden, Finland, and Norway. So I'm parked up here in Finland now. Found a really nice spot here just by a lake, and there's full cell service. And to my relief, I checked the diesel fuel tank, and it is completely dry on the outside. For the past couple of days, there's been a little bit of moisture on the outside of the tank, and I've been thinking it might just be something that's still been lingering on top of the tank, and it's kind of run down as I drive. So there's been a drop or two of diesel. But now after driving 300 kilometers or 200 miles, it is 100% dry. Then I know there's no leak and that what we figured out at the garage was correct. It's 2 in the morning. This is what the midnight sun looks like. Without seeing the sun itself, of course. Well, good morning. It's been a good night. Slept well, and I was able to keep the mosquitoes out. The mosquitoes are pretty bad out here in Finland. I use my little Mr. Mosquito electronic thing that works pretty well through the night. I'm not having any issues with getting mosquitoes inside. Right now, this morning, as soon as I start walking around and I try to open the sunroofs with the mosquito net in use, but they really get aggressive right away. Got my coffee, and today I'm gonna head further into Finland, and then I'm gonna head back into Norway. Up in the Arctic here now, so I see on my iPhone on the cover I have this thing here that says the sun will be down again in 7 days. That's pretty funny. So, got midnight sun. I'm gonna try to experience the midnight sun a little bit better as I get further north and out on these peninsulas over towards the Arctic Sea, or it's really the Barents Sea. Gonna get some work done here in the morning. Since I'm in Finland, I'm 1 hour ahead, so when I get back into Norway, I will get an hour back. First and last little town in Finland before I make for the Norwegian border. I think there's a Kmart store here. I'm gonna go and see if they have that alcohol-free IPA that I love so much. Here's the K Market. So that's how a rural store looks in Finland. Been getting a lot of requests for showing inside some of these stores, and I always forget to bring my camera, but this time I remembered. So just a little bit from the inside there. Kind of find it a little bit embarrassing to film inside stores. It's kind of feels like you're invading people's privacy. Anyway, let's move on from Finnish Lapland to Norwegian Lapland. approaching the border now. Here's the actual border. And we're in Norway. Finnmark. Finnmarksvidda. Okay, we're in Kautokeino. This is one of the coldest places in the Arctic here in winter. Now it's beautiful 19 degrees Celsius. It's around 66 degrees Fahrenheit. It's the Sami flag. This is also one of the mosquito capitals of the world, I guess. Not much to it, really. But it is one of the hubs for Sami culture, I believe. I have left the E45 and I'm heading over to Karasjok, another capital of mosquitoes. It's a world capital of mosquitoes and also of cold temperatures in winter. Never driven this road before, so I hope I can get up high above this all this forest here. This Arctic forest is kind of limiting when it comes to getting good views and stuff, so I hope we'll get above this tree line here. Okay, I found this good spot right by this creek here. It's trailhead and the mosquitoes are going crazy, so I hope I can keep them out. I'm using my little thing. Already got that running, but here's a mosquito. I opened the door a few times when I was checking out some other places and I got mosquitoes in here, so I think I'm gonna put in a fresh pad in that mosquito killer. Looks pretty mad. It comes in, the mosquitoes come in the forced ventilation in the sunroof in the back of the van. And I've added an extra mosquito net there, but they seem to be getting through that as well. So let's get the van settled in for the night. So I've made a little storage compartment or space for all my camera gear up here. Used to have my PlayStation and all of that stuff before, but now it's camera gear. I got headphones, a couple of lenses, tiny tripod, DJI, not a lens. My drone is in here, and some other stuff in here. It's a pretty easy and handy place to get hold of everything. Got some fruit today. Some I don't know what those are called in English. Apples, some more bananas. Gonna take a little break before I start on dinner. It's a long day of driving again. And the mosquitoes are flocking to my mosquito net. I hope this little Mr. Mosquito chaser starts working. It's supposed to keep them out. I had to open the sunroof to get some air in here because all of a sudden as I parked the sun came back out in force and it's getting hot in here. Anyway, a good day of driving. Cheers, my friends. I was definitely a little bit disappointed from Finnmarksvidda, the Finnmark plateau. I always thought it was a beautiful place with nice views and stuff, like Hardangervidda, but it's just completely overgrown with birch trees, so it's basically nothing to see when you drive across Finnmarksvidda. It's just locked in basically in trees, and they have not made any viewpoints, so there's really nothing to see. It's a place you just want to get across as fast as possible. Yeah, that's disappointing compared to what I'm gonna go out to see in the next few days. So my advice is, if you get up here, don't go to Finnmarksvidda to see anything. It's just a place to drive quickly past and get out to the coast. So it's dinner time. Got some small sliders from Spain that I need to cook before they get old. So I'll make some simple sliders today with maize buns and also chili mayo and some salad and tomatoes. This looks really nice. Way too much food, so gonna save half of it for tomorrow. Nice. Of course the tomato goes swish. Oh, it's so hot in here. It's 30 degrees.
Det skulle betyde det. Stæsj. Så når kan ikke du...
Okay, let's see what we can do about this mosquito situation. Close this down. Gonna get a bunch of mosquitoes inside. Get away, get away! There you go. Got one inside and he's dead. Good job there. Let's see if we can use this on both sides. Like you can with a thermocell. So this summer I've been reading Edward Abbey, one of my favorite writers. His novel Desert Solitaire. It's about his life as a park ranger in the Arches National Park before it was paved national park, and also before the Glen Canyon Dam was built to dam up the Colorado River. So, very good book. A lot of things to think about here. Can you hear the sound of the water rushing by outside?